covered in frescoes. It feels like Italy in like a very Vegas way, but I'm digging it. Hello Meepers! Today, we're taking you on a journey through the hotels of the Las Vegas Strip. Vegas is known for its glitz and its glam and being over the top with its theming, its insanity. It's absolutely everywhere, and it absolutely includes the hotels. What does it look like and feel like inside the Bellagio or the Venetian? If you walked into the lobby, what would your first impressions be? Does it fit the vibe you're looking for? Or will you be plagued with hotel regret for the entirety of your trip? Does it smell? Some of them smell. To answer those questions, we attempted to gather as much hotel information as possible from 21 different hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. Blackjack, baby! Come Meep along with us as we go on this hotel adventure and traverse the entire length of the Strip. We're going to Vegas! Before we dive into these hotels, we want to give you guys some info about how this video came to be, why we chose these hotels, and how we're going to rate them. The journey began when James and I visited Vegas for my birthday last year. We still had scars from our Toronto trip where our flights kept getting canceled and we couldn't get home. Bad weather was rearing its ugly head again. We decided, kind of last minute, like within 2 or 3 days before the trip, we're gonna change our flight, we're gonna make it a day earlier, and we thought, hey, because we had an extra day now, let's go up and down the Strip. We decided we would check out the famous Las Vegas sign, and then we just started walking into some of these hotels and casinos thinking, what do they look like? Do we like it? What kind of vibes do they have? Each hotel on our list has an official Strip address, and we entered them directly from the Strip or through a carport or a drop-off area.
Do you need more fountains in your life? Just use this palace, got you covered.
We've put together a rating rubric, and this includes their Google star rating, an average nightly cost, the general vibe that the hotel casino has, something unique that they offer, like dining or entertainment, and then ultimately, would we book here in the future? This video isn't about staying at these hotels. We don't have footage of all the rooms or all of the things that they offer. This is, if you walked in and saw the lobby and you're about to start your trip, would you be happy that you booked there? We also want to say that this video is not sponsored, and all of these opinions are our own and are not paid. With all of that out of the way, our first hotel on this trip is the Stratosphere.
Explore the STRAT.
That's what we're gonna do, lead the way! The Stratosphere is where we stayed our first night that we added on kind of last minute. The STRAT is at the end of the Strip and it can feel kind of far away from a lot of the action, but its affordability make it a viable option for many travelers. The internet rates it 4 out of 5 stars. The vibes were casual and budget. It felt clean and nice.
This renovated Stratosphere is very pretty.
It's pretty. The STRAT has the famous Top of the World restaurant on the 106th floor and provides a 360-degree view that rotates around every 80 minutes. So it is spinning, slowly but surely. It was quite expensive and the food was okay. We don't normally eat like that.
I don't like heights.
I know, right? But what you're really paying for is the view, and it is pretty sick. Plus, you don't have to pay the expensive fees to go eat there. You can totally go to the observation deck instead of just Top of the World. One of the things that ended up kind of becoming a theme about the theming were the door handles.
Strat's doors use handles that look like a strap.
In Vegas, so many things are themed, inside and outside. So every time we went somewhere, I checked out the door handles. I'm sad to say, if you walk into the Stratosphere directly from the Strip, it's just lame sliding glass doors. Lame. Overall, the Stratosphere had a casual and budget-friendly kind of vibe to it, and we dug that. So we would stay at the Stratosphere for a future Vegas trip. The next day, after the Little Shop of Horrors machine ate my dollar, we checked out of the Strat and we took a taxi and went to the Palazzo.
Yeah, let's go.
The carport is beautiful. And you go to walk in and it opens up to this grand, palatial, beautiful lobby that honestly, it smelled pretty good. It smells really nice. It's light, but nice. The reason we booked the Palazzo, not only did it look really nice, but also we love Italy. We went to Italy for our honeymoon. We love everything about Italy. So, we were definitely partial to the Palazzo and the Venetian. The Palazzo and the Venetian are separate sister hotels on the same campus, and they share a lot of the same features and unique attractions, like the Grand Canal shops. So, we're going to combine our experiences and scores for both hotels together to keep it more organized for you guys. The Grand Canal shops is an indoor luxury mall that's dressed up to feel like actual Venice.
Look how beautiful.
And it also has a beautiful daytime blue sky that never changes.
And we're being overwatched by Batman and Catwoman.
Oh, hell yeah.
I feel very safe.
And any recreation of Venice is incomplete without the famous gondola rides.
This would be a nice little throwback.
We really wanted to do this since we rode the real ones in Venice, but ran out of time on this Vegas trip. Our bad, guys. Also, when we went, it was the Year of the Dragon.
See that dragon? I mean, how could you not see the dragon?
The one at the Palazzo by the canal shops was beautiful and large, stunning the way it was displayed. We love dragons. Both the Palazzo and the Venetian felt incredibly classy and romantic. The theming is absolutely superb and consistent throughout, which impressively does provide more than a vibe of real-life Italy.
We're going through the Venetian, and I think it's going to start to get really, really pretty and crazy. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're recording.
With the Venetian, it has a beautiful long hallway that's adorned with opulent frescoes on incredibly tall ceilings that you can enjoy while walking to and from the lobby. The hallway is inspired by the Gallery of Maps at the Vatican, which we can safely say the Venetian did a great job of capturing those vibes.
Yeah, you want some Renaissance? Stay at the Venetian.
We also want to give an extra shout out to the Venetian for their exterior theming.
Well, here's Rialto Bridge.
Complete with a recreation of St. Mark's Square and the gondolas and Rialto Bridge. It's just cool to walk around and kind of see this vibe and experience despite the fact that you are not in Italy. You are in Las Vegas. All of this magic comes with a hefty price tag though.
Like, look at this, all the way up here. There's a big window.
In our sample search, both hotels can run about $500 per night on weekends, which is also what we paid at the Palazzo last year. We did take note of the door handles at both hotels. The Venetian's handles were ornate and pretty.
Some handles that are on point for theming. Gondola-esque, I'm not sure.
With the Palazzo, the handles were pretty, but nothing super special or anything to write home about, but better than boring or no effort at all. Reviews on the internet equally give both hotels a 4.6 out of 5 stars, and we would agree with them based on our own experiences. Our biases may be speaking here, but we would resoundingly stay at the Palazzo again, and we would love to try the Venetian one day for a future Vegas visit. The next hotel we checked out, which is the first one that we didn't stay at on this trip, is Planet Hollywood. We found one of the main entrances and exits out of the Venetian, which, by the way, had beautiful ceiling artwork, and took the walkways and ramps back out to the Strip. By this point, James and I had committed to walking the Strip toward the Las Vegas sign. We checked out this hotel loosely at first, and then came back again once we solidified the video idea. We have footage at Planet Hollywood of our first full day, and then we have footage later on in different outfits.
Planet Hollywood, one of the entrances, not the main one, but we're gonna go in because it's raining. We got PH on the handles here.
We wanted to come back and make sure we gave Planet Hollywood its due.
Planet Hollywood!
Planet Hollywood has these really high, expansive ceilings that felt big and open and spacious.
I love the high ceiling.
We like that.
You gave a really nice first impression.
Yeah, Planet Hollywood has a classic and family-friendly vibe to it. The registration area had the candy dots decor that was lighting up.
Hard to see on camera, but the dots are three-dimensional.
Almost like those candy dots. off
Yeah,
the
the little
paper.
dots.
That's what they look like, the candy dots.
They do.
Planet Hollywood has their own PH Live Theater, as well as the Chris Angel Theater, and they've got a Gordon Ramsay burger,
Flames! The side of my face!
along with a Tipsy Robot location.
Exciting.
Yeah, let's order a drink made by robots.
Tipsy Robot is a bar that is run entirely by robots.
These are the signature drinks.
I like Darth Vader.
Oh look, it says it's making Becky right up there.
Making Becky.
And they mix your drink right in front of you, and then they push it out to you.
It was really cool. When can you say that you were served alcohol by a robot?
Yeah,
Thank you. This one's very retrograde. It's quite nice.
it was enjoyable. We paid a lot of money for a drink, but it was mostly for the experience. Overall, for Planet Hollywood, we would stay there. We would consider it for a future trip to Vegas. Once we left Planet Hollywood, we then went to the next hotel, which is New York, New York. New York, New York is located on the west side of the Strip.
This is the Brooklyn Bridge.
The quote-unquote Brooklyn Bridge.
New York absolutely dives into the theme of the Big Apple.
This little walkway street, though, feels a little bit like New York.
With the Brooklyn Bridge outside and the Statue of Liberty.
Hello.
And of course their famous roller coaster, plus all of the decor that is inside of it.
These are the torch.
Oh, that's
Statue of Liberty.
hilarious.
So, how about I let you in?
I loved that theming.
It has some of Empire State Building, sort of that like Art Deco vibe. And the little trim at the top is actually like 3D sticking out.
Old school New York.
Yeah, an old school New York that we really appreciated and thought was cool. The average nightly cost is $247. The internet gives it 4.4 out of 5 stars. New York has their own Cirque show called Mad Apple. We liked New York. It felt kind of like we were at home, even though we were on the other side of the country. And we would consider staying here for a future Vegas trip. Moving on from New York to the Excalibur.
That's Excalibur.
It's not just a castle, it's like a bunch of castles. You know, walk through it.
The Excalibur is located on the west side of the Strip, and it delivers on its name. If you like that medieval vibe, you're gonna dig the Excalibur.
Here we go.
I was very impressed with the theming.
It gets better.
Oh boy.
I felt kind of like a kid. I couldn't help but burst out and run and go check it out. They lean into that theming hardcore.
It's really cool in here.
Very impressive.
You feel like royalty?
I do. But I am happy to be living in the 21st century. I like, having rights. It's nice.
The internet gives it 4.1 out of 5 stars. The average nightly cost is $147.
You can see Thunder from Down Under, and you can get pictures with them over here.
Oh, why not?
And a unique feature for entertainment that they offer is the Tournament of Kings. I like Ren fairs, I like castles. We are Ren fair people. We would definitely stay at the Excalibur for a future trip, just based on theming alone and that initial wow factor. The next hotel we checked out was the Luxor. The Luxor is located on the west side of the Strip and very much on the southern end.
So we're walking along, and we noticed, hey, we're seeing the Luxor. But I don't think it's the Luxor anymore. I think it's the Doritos.
But as you're walking, you see hieroglyphs.
If scholars analyzed the pictures and the layout, they would spell Doritos.
Doritos Locos. I didn't think that the Luxor would impress us as much from the first impressions when we walked in, but it did. It absolutely did.
So we're at the Luxor, and it's very pyramid-like. The theming in here is really on point.
I know we just came from the Excalibur, but this entrance is unlike anything we had ever seen before.
Wow.
The theming in here is fantastic.
The entire area, once you walk in, is just this cavernous triangle of Egyptian theming and insanity. For the Luxor, its vibes were fun and over the top. The internet gives it a star rating of 4.1 out of 5.
Kind of see.
Oh, yeah.
So the elevator, does something weird to your vertigo or things like that.
So staying here is probably not the greatest experience, maybe.
Maybe not, but I'd like to one day, just to say we did.
The average nightly cost is $179. The Luxor also has a lot of its own attractions and shows, including their own esports arena. An esports arena doesn't even necessarily come to mind in an Egyptian pyramid. So if you like Egyptian theming, the Luxor is pretty great.
If you want the theme, you'll get it here.
Once we left the Luxor, we headed on to Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay is located on the west side of the Strip. It is the southernmost one on the Strip that we looked at, and it is the closest to the famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign.
We're going to go Mandalay Bay. We also have some really cool statues out here. Rawr. Look at these handles.
The handles were ornate and pretty, and it looked nice, so I appreciated that. I wasn't quite sure what to even expect walking in. And it was lovely. It has a tropical South Seas theme.
Let's go see what the lobby looks like. Mandalay Bay is like classy Asian.
It felt less budget friendly and maybe more business oriented from that perspective.
Yes.
Opens up a bit here.
It did smell nice. It certainly was clean.
I was gonna say it's someone's birthday, but maybe it's my birthday. I'll take it as a sign. It's a belated birthday balloon for me.
The internet rates it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
All right, so here's the main lobby. Quite popular.
Mandalay Bay has their own Michael Jackson Cirque show and also their popular Shark Reef Aquarium.
This is pretty.
See some fire pit out there with some nice outdoor seating.
Oh, this is a pretty nice hotel. It's changed my opinion just walking around.
If you want to be close to the sign or be able to come and go from the airport quickly and easily, Mandalay Bay could be an excellent choice for you, and we would consider staying at Mandalay Bay for the future. Before we moved on to our next hotel, the whole purpose of that trip was to go to the famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign. When we left Mandalay Bay, that's exactly what we did. We made it to the sign.
James and I have never been to or seen the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign.
Oh, wow.
It's been placed in the National Register of Historic Places.
All right.
Let's go get in line and do this. There's a newly married couple about to pop champagne. So we're just waiting our turn.
We have our obligatory pictures and video because that's what you gotta do when you make it there, and we have proof to show it. So we have now visited the Welcome to Las Vegas sign.
There, we can cross this off the list.
Once we left the Welcome to Las Vegas sign, we moved on to our next hotel, which is the Cosmopolitan. The Cosmopolitan is located on the west side of the strip and is pretty smack in the middle.
Their handles are just squiggly.
The Cosmopolitan feels swanky and glitzy right when you walk in.
I'm just gonna climb into the shoe. My first instinct was to climb into the shoe, but I can't. I mean, I can, but I shouldn't.
This place is giving I'm young and I'm hot and I am ready to party in Vegas. The Cosmopolitan has the chandelier bar, which is quite large and sparkly, and it looks super fun.
Diamonds, baby!
You could sit in it and have some food or some drinks, and you can judge and look out from all those beautiful sparkly beads at everyone who isn't in the party at the bar with you. We did take note of the Cosmo's interesting smell.
There's an incense smell, too, in this place.
A little, yeah. No, I smell cigarettes. It's like a blend of incense.
The Cosmopolitan continued to impress us with their lobby setup.
It's like a library, but I'm pretty sure this is digital.
They can put on whatever image they want, and it just happened to be all these books.
It looks really cool. I suddenly want to curl up in like a book corner and read.
And then they have mirrored ceilings, so the books look like they go on these high, tall stacks forever. It's a really cool image.
Here's where the cars come in. Let's go take a quick look.
The lobby is next to the carport, and those doors had fancier handles than the ones at the strip entrance.
It's like old-fashioned silverware, like a spoon handle.
We found Cosmo's decor to be odd, but fun.
It's begging to be sat in.
Is the hand cupping your bottom?
Sure. You know that, my tuchus.
YouTube safe.
Not everything at the Cosmo was YouTube safe though, especially on the second floor.
Oh, and he is naked and people have rubbed him.
But there's definitely some imagery and some theming within the Cosmopolitan that I think adults will pick up on that maybe kids won't.
That's not around.
Overall, internet reviews give the Cosmo a 4.6 out of 5 stars. And we would consider staying at the Cosmo for a future visit. The Cosmopolitan was the last hotel that we checked out for that day. The next day, we already had our itinerary full with pre-planned events. We went to do Area 15 and Omega Mart, and if you haven't seen that video, we highly recommend it because that place was pretty awesome and mind-blowing. We also, in the evening, went to the Sphere, and that video is pretty incredible.
There were moments that I literally went, wow, like I couldn't even contain myself.
Please go check out either of those videos. The next morning we woke up and we went to have the breakfast buffet at the Wynn. And don't worry, even though we left the Wynn to check out other hotels, we go back, so we cover the Wynn later in this video. We then moved on to our next hotel, which is Harrah's.
Harrah's or can we not? Hurrah!
We pulled on the boring door handle and opened it. No one was coming and going from this entrance or exit. It just seemed dead. The entrance almost didn't look open because no one was going in or coming out.
And it smells, it reeks like cigarette smoke.
It does, it smells in here. This was our first time walking into our hotel or casino in Vegas where it was kind of disappointing and underwhelming.
It feels tighter because the ceilings are really short. It just makes it feel darker and smaller and less welcoming. Maybe it'll open up more when we get to the lobby.
And the registration area looked kind of like an airport.
This looks like an airport.
It almost seemed like you got off your airplane and then you walked through this weird area of an airport and then you were just at this front desk within the airport. It wasn't really our vibe or our cup of tea, but there's a physical location of Cake Boss that is located inside of Harrah's.
I think like a piece of cake. Buddy the Astro has the dispensers, like the vending machines for his rainbow cake, like everywhere. I kind of want to find one and get one.
If you like Cake Boss, you want to check it out, you want to go grab a cannoli or a slice of cake, you can totally do it there without having to get it out of one of the vending machines. For us, with so many options to choose from in Vegas, this wouldn't be at the top of our list, but maybe it could be at the top of yours. After we left Harrah's, we moved on to the LINQ. The LINQ is located close to the center of the Strip, and it's also right next door to Harrah's.
Ah, sunlight again.
The handles were just boring, normal door handles, so again, that's a lost opportunity. When we first entered the LINQ, it immediately felt like a modernized mini mall. We were confused as to whether this was the best Strip entrance to use, since a lot of Vegas hotels often have multiple entrances.
Maybe this isn't the true real entrance.
None of the signs include the lobby.
This Strip entrance was indeed the closest one to the lobby and the check-in area. The carport drop-off entrance felt basic with bigger but equally boring door handles. The modern mini-mall vibe was apparent in the lobby as well.
So this is the lobby of the LINQ.
Feels like a little mini strip mall.
A little bit like a strip mall sports pub. Smells better than Harrah's though.
Most things smell better than Harrah's.
The internet rates it 4.2 out of 5 stars, and a unique feature that it offers is the LINQ Promenade. And it's full of food and shopping. It's got the high roller at the end of it. It has a zip line, and I think that's the only zip line on the Vegas Strip. To be honest, the LINQ underwhelmed us, and it wouldn't be at the top of our list to consider for a future Vegas trip. The next hotel is a classic, Caesar's Palace. Caesar's Palace is located on the west side of the Strip and pretty smack in the middle of it.
This is quite literally Caesar's Palace. So if it isn't palatial, it's all a lie. So let's go see.
When we walked in, there were fountains and statues everywhere, a lot of nudity, a lot of genitalia just kind of staring at you as you walk in.
The doors are slightly textured like a pillar.
Once inside, we were instantly struck with Roman Empire casino vibes, which reminded us both of the Palazzo and the Venetian with how opulent it felt. Great first impression and very on theme. We were also greeted by Caesar himself.
Caesar was pointing this way. So I'm like, I think the lobby's this way. I'm right. We're about to walk into it.
We came across even more fountains and statues to appreciate inside the hotel.
The Italians love their nude statues.
We'll have to blur that out.
The internet rates it 4.5 out of 5 stars, and a unique feature that they offer is the Bacchanal Buffet, and it is considered the pinnacle of Vegas buffets. We didn't do it on this trip because we were on a time limit and we had done it before, but I gotta tell you, if you've never done the Bacchanal before and it's something that you have an opportunity to do, we highly encourage you to do it. Overall, for the hotel, we would absolutely consider staying here for a future Vegas trip.
If I want to stay at Caesar's Palace, I expect to be wowed. I think this would do it.
Our next hotel is the Bellagio. The Bellagio is located on the west side of the Strip, and it opened in October of 1998.
So we're outside the Bellagio, and this is the carport where you can pull up or get dropped off. The main lobby's going to be through this way.
It's got rotating doors when we walked in, so the handles weren't really a thing. We can't really assess that. The lobby has a beautiful glass ceiling art display, and it's actually the world's largest glass sculpture.
It is lovely. We are a bit biased because we've stayed at the Bellagio before, so we've been in the lobby before and we really like it. They have gardens in the back that are exquisite.
You walk in, you see beautiful trees and flowers.
It smells really nice in here too.
And of course, we had dragons.
Wow.
The only downside to the gardens is that they're usually quite crowded.
It is really busy. It's nice, but everyone knows that it's nice, so
Yeah.
we're gonna get out of here.
One of the main features that Bellagio offers is the fountains.
I think it's gonna snow.
Everyone knows the fountains that are out front. They're just really beautiful to watch, and it's this extravagant, beautiful, artistic show and display that go off to music. So if you want to see the fountains, they're at the Bellagio. However, with so many options to choose from, we'd like to continue branching out.
We considered staying here on this trip, but we wanted to mix it up and try some new hotels, so Bellagio maybe another time.
Our next hotel is Paris, or as we call it, Paris. Paris is located on the east side of the Strip and pretty smack in the middle of it. Paris definitely leans into their French theme, with a replica of the Eiffel Tower that is prominently on display, both outside and inside.
We're gonna head into Paris here, which we call Paris because New York, Paris.
The handles were kind of like a P.
That's not a basic handle.
Oh yeah, Paris.
So when you walk in, you see some of the clouds and the sky, like you're outside in a Parisian park. And I love how they did that.
This is the carport where you're probably gonna get dropped off by your taxi or your Uber.
Paris's carport entrance was equally as nice as the Strip entrance, although this felt busier with it being next to the check-in lobby. And we have to say, the lobby looked very luxurious.
That's so fancy.
So fancy.
Look how rich and ultimate it looks. I'm impressed by the chandeliers. They're very bright and sparkly.
Online reviews give Paris a 4.3 out of 5 stars, and a unique feature that they have is the Eiffel Tower restaurant. You can go and eat there, get a great view of the Strip. Also, full disclosure, we didn't do it on this trip, but we have eaten at the Eiffel Tower restaurant before for our 1-year wedding anniversary, so we have special memories. Overall, Paris ranks very high for us, and we would love to stay here one day.
The theming in here is top notch. If you want good theming, you're gonna like Paris.
For our next hotel, we check out the Cromwell. The Cromwell is centrally located and diagonally across the street from the Bellagio.
There aren't any doors?
That also means no door handles.
If you time it right, you can even see the fountains from the Cromwell Strip entrance.
Oh, it's
The tram.
fountains.
Oh,
I just heard thunder. It was the fountains. They were going off and we didn't even notice.
that's funny.
For the Cromwell, the vibes were modern, boutique, and quaint. Signage to the lobby was poor, though.
We're walking the whole length of the hallway. There's not a single sign of what's located where. I'm like, maybe we need to turn around. Finally see a sign.
The Cromwell's lobby is a sophisticated study and very different from essentially every other Vegas lobby that we saw our entire trip.
I feel smart being in here.
Yeah, the sophisticated, quiet library vibe. Cosmopolitan had fake books. These look real.
I admire that.
The internet rates it 4.3 out of 5 stars. The average nightly cost can range from $250 to $350. While walking around the Cromwell, we stumbled across a Buddy V rainbow cake vending machine.
We walked through briefly the other day on a mission, and it wasn't working. I'm gonna round the corner and see if it is still under maintenance. It is.
As they say in Vegas, no dice.
I hope these cakes don't go unloved.
Even though my quest for rainbow cake out of a vending machine failed for now, we did scratch the celebrity chef itch when we went to Giada's. Giada's has something on their menu that I've always wanted to try.
I ordered the cacio e pepe bucatini. It comes in a cheese wheel of pecorino, and then they pour cheese on it, and it's still like spilling out.
Calories don't count on your birthday.
Sure.
I fulfilled a bucket list item. I ate pasta out of a cheese wheel. James and I felt that Giada's was quite expensive, but the food and experience were totally worth it.
This is the softest meatball ever.
They melt.
From the appetizer meatballs, to our pasta entrees, to the amazing view of the Bellagio and the fountains, we're happy to say, hype delivered. Overall, the Cromwell strikes a nice balance between location, price, and vibes, and we'd consider staying here for a future visit to Vegas. The Cromwell is the last hotel that we visited that day, because the next day was when we woke up early to go do Dig This, where I crush a car. That is our next and final Vegas video. As soon as that's ready, we'll be posting it, we promise. Once we got back to our hotel room and we freshened up and went back out to the Strip, we started taking a look at hotels again, and the next one we looked at was the Aria. The Aria is located on the west side of the Strip.
The Strip is right there. So if you're coming from the Strip, you want to access the Aria. This is probably one of the more common ways to do it.
If we look and sound confused, it's because we thought the shopping mall was the Aria's main entrance. But don't worry, the Aria does have its own entrance that we'll check out shortly.
Clean and bright.
I like
Smells
it.
nice.
The Shops at Crystal's is a luxury shopping mall directly connected to the Aria, but what stood out to us was its modern art installations.
What do you think it is?
I was about to ask you the exact same thing. What is it?
It looks like a modern art version of a cannonball?
Now that you say that, almost like one of those automatic tennis or baseball throwers.
Yeah, right?
We did eventually find our way to the Aria's lobby and its actual entrance. There was a Chinese chimera outside that was pretty cool, and I liked him.
We're gonna go in and take a peek at what you see when you go in, and we're gonna find the lobby and get some general first impressions.
But then when we went to go inside, there were boring door handles. We opened the doors, and the Aria has a big open lobby area with lots of decor hanging from the extremely high ceilings.
It has a nice higher end feel to it. But you're right, the football completely throws me off. Click, makes sense now. The Super Bowl is coming, that's why.
Even the restaurant facades inside the lobby were nicely decorated, adding to Aria's trendy and upscale vibes.
Oh, wow.
In our sample searches, the Aria's base room prices wildly range from about $400 per night all the way up to the absurd, depending on the night you wanted. Internet reviews give the Aria a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Overall, the Aria felt really nice, and we'd consider staying here if the price were right.
This is one of my favorite lobbies.
I
Cool.
like it. Let's see what else is around.
The next hotel is the Flamingo.
We're gonna go into the Flamingo.
The Flamingo has a really central location, and it opened in December of 1946. The handles were boring, and they definitely weren't flamingos, so that's a total missed opportunity. This wasn't just for the Strip entrance, this was for the carport entrance as well. So all the handles that we saw, boring, no flamingos.
So you have the star when you come in here, but there's also a flamingo on the carpet.
You walk in, you're like, oh, it's giving a little bit of that Miami Vice vibe. Don't get me wrong, I love Miami Vice. I grew up watching it with my mom. Don Johnson is great, but that might give you an idea of the vibe of the Flamingo.
I kind of want to walk through a little, but the lobby is this way.
As we were searching for the lobby, we made a different discovery.
What's up?
It even comes with forks.
The Flamingo was the only place that had a Buddy V's cake dispenser that worked. Everywhere we went in Vegas, I saw these Buddy V dispensers for cake, and I was like, I want a rainbow cake. I want a piece of rainbow cake. I'm just gonna do it.
It is cake.
Honestly, it was just okay, but we still enjoyed the adventure, and that's how we felt about the Flamingo too.
Cool. Cake.
Yeah, it's cake! The Flamingo lobby check-in area was bright and well lit, but plain and not really themed. There are some seriously low ceilings at the Flamingo, so if you're tall, like an NBA player or something, I would recommend you either don't stay at the Flamingo or you just constantly walk around ducking your head.
I'm in Vegas. I shouldn't be able to touch the ceiling.
And we're average height too.
Internet reviews give the Flamingo 4 out of 5 stars, and the Flamingo is home to RuPaul's Drag Race. If you love the show, you can check it out live. The Flamingo does seasonally offer live flamingos that visitors can check out for free, but they weren't there during our winter visit. Overall, the Flamingo isn't really our cup of tea, but we'd consider visiting just to see real flamingos. Our next hotel is the Mirage. Before I talk about the Mirage, I think it's important to point out that when we visited it, the Mirage existed. The Mirage is a Mirage. The Mirage is now permanently closed and will reopen in 2027 as a brand new hotel casino. The Mirage was located on the west side of the Strip and fairly central.
So we're at the Mirage carport. So if you come here, taxi, Lyft, anything like that, you're gonna get dropped off here. We're gonna walk through, and I'm guessing the lobby is right through here. No special door handles, but there is a design on the door, so I'll accept it.
Ooh, it smells.
Kind of like sugary sunscreen oil.
It also opened up into a nice atrium, complete with palm trees, water features, and a tropical, lush vibe.
The fountain, like the garden's palm trees, it's fresh. It smells nice, actually. Okay, I wonder where we check in. We were distracted by the beauty.
The lobby registration area had a huge aquarium behind the check-in desk, which was beautiful.
It's free.
Oh, it's not real?
I don't think that's real.
Everything in Vegas is so bright and electronic, and I was convinced that the aquarium was just a screen.
Oh, you're right, they're real.
That's just up to cool factor.
But James was right. He knew it was a real aquarium. I thought it was just a screen. That's how good it looked.
There's so many screens here in Vegas. I was like, it must just be a screen to make it look nice. Especially at Cosmo, the pillars, like the books and the water, you can be whatever you want.
The Mirage had the iconic volcano that would go off every now and then, kind of like the fountains of the Bellagio. When we were there, the volcano was even getting some kind of maintenance or being shut down or fixed. Overall, it was nice. We were impressed. Unfortunately, this is the only one of our 21 hotels that no longer exists. Our next hotel is Treasure Island. Treasure Island is located on the west side of the Strip, and it opened in October of 1993.
This is the carport, but also has some nice decor on the ceiling up here. And at full disclosure, we've stayed here before. We want to go in and check it out, see if it looks any different. The handles, nothing
Plain.
special, just a handle.
Treasure Island is decent enough. There just wasn't really much theming once we got inside and into the lobby. It's just kind of general hotel niceness. There's nothing wrong with that, but I kind of want a theme. If I'm staying at Treasure Island, you've got a pirate ship out front. I want to see treasure, I want to see seashells, I want to see pirates, and you don't really get those vibes as much.
All right, lobby.
All
So
right.
you could come through these doors, and this is where the lobby is.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I would have expected it to be like Excalibur. You walk in and the theme follows you inside.
Yeah.
That was not the case at Treasure Island.
The internet rates it at 4.2 out of 5 stars. One thing that Treasure Island does have that is unique, they have their own Cirque du Soleil show called Mystere, so you can see that if you are staying at Treasure Island. We'd probably not really consider staying here for a future Vegas trip, just because we have already stayed here, and we'd want to check out some new places. Our next hotel is the Wynn. The Wynn is connected to the Encore and both are part of the same campus, but they are considered separate hotels. Both properties are very nice and there are lots of food and entertainment options to enjoy among the both of them. But walking around, you may not know exactly which one you are in, but don't worry, we'll cover the Encore in just a moment. We start our journey into the Wynn at their beautiful carport. The door handles were mainly plain but still nice. Right when you walk in, it feels elevated and fresh. You know, kind of luxurious without shoving it down your throat.
A beautiful garden. Really awesome bear statue thing.
You're greeted by the Wynn Gardens, which feature cool artwork, surrounded by gorgeously manicured flower beds and floral arrangements. Honestly, it was beautiful and lush. It was really nice.
This is our type of hotel.
Beautiful and colorful. The camera doesn't do it justice.
It's really lovely.
And it smells good too.
It does.
The air felt fresher, which we were thankful for after nearly a week of Vegas casinos and not being smokers ourselves. The Wynn definitely feels elevated, luxurious, clean, a little fresher, nice and bright.
They're real. And they smell amazing.
It just had a really good vibe. It rubbed us the right way. The Wynn also has their buffet, which we visited for breakfast earlier in the week. It's definitely really nice. A good variety, lots of options to choose from. Do you want breakfast? Do you want dinner? Do you want hot? Do you want cold? They had a really nice variety, a lot of different cultures and ethnicities and food choices.
I've never had black lemon Gouda or black cheese. I just saw it and I thought it'd be cool, so I'm gonna try it. It's a Gouda that tastes lemony.
You do get good bang for the buck at the Wynn buffet, and we would go back. So we liked the Wynn, felt elevated, clean, fresh, just nice.
All right, let's go check out the Encore. Encore.
Straight ahead.
Let's follow the signs.
Our next and last hotel is the Encore.
Oh, so here's the lobby. Here's registration. This is self-market now, like what we committed.
Like the Wynn, it has an upscale and sophisticated vibe to it.
Let's go check it out.
Last one.
So this is the carport at the Encore. Nice ceiling out here.
The door handles, at least by the carport, were delicate.
Ooh, pretty handles.
Almost like a heart when they're
Heart-shaped.
together.
So that was nice. They certainly weren't boring.
So you come through and you get dropped off in your taxi or Uber. Just walk through the entrance, turn right.
And here we are.
The internet gives it 4.6 out of 5 stars. The Encore and the Wynn share a 360-degree theater that's currently home to a show called Awakening, which is described as a spectacle of music, dance, and puppetry. It seems pretty cool, so maybe James and I will check it out someday. And we would consider staying at the Encore for a future trip to Vegas.
I like it here. The Wynn and the Encore. We can stay next time.
It's gonna be a top of the list, I think.
Yeah, it might be.
Ultimately, we ended up checking out 21 different hotels on the Vegas Strip. Lots of hotels on the Strip are really nice. Again, we've shared so many with you so far. So our top 3, in no particular order, are the Cosmopolitan. It felt young, hip, sexy, chic. It felt like what Vegas should be. The Venetian. And honestly, guys, when you look at that lobby, it is beautiful. It almost feels like you are in Italy. But yeah, you in Vegas. And the Wynn. We were just so impressed when we walked in. The decor, the real flowers, it just looked and felt so nice. Do you agree with our choices? Leave a comment down below and let us know what you think. So that was our Las Vegas Hotels video. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you find it handy for the next time you're planning your trip to Sin City. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, subscribe, hit that like button, and until next time, happy meeping!
You wanna do a little Let's Meep dance underneath the dragon's butt?
What is a Let's Meep dance?
Your shimmy. Nice.
That's how I dance. Well, that's not really how I dance, but mostly how I dance.